all the sukh, he is all wealthy, he is all famous. What else does Bhagavan need? But the bhajan which I just sang, I said, Shri Radhar Bhavi Me Gorayo Botar Hare Krishna Naam Gora Korilen Prochar. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, you know why? One time in Vrindavan, Krishna asked Srimati Radharani, he said, Oh Radhe, I want to have that feeling which you are experiencing. So Radharani says, Oh Shyam Sundar, oh Govinda, what am I experiencing? What is this that you want to feel? Krishna says, Oh Radhe, when I play the flute in front of you, or when I do the rasa dance with you, or when I do different leelas with you, I realize that the amount of prem, the amount of bhakti which you acquire, it makes you very ecstatic. It makes you really happy. So I want to enjoy that happiness. I want to enjoy that sweet feeling of bhakti and transcendental love. So Radharani said, No worries, oh dear Shyam Sundar. When Kali Yuga comes, then Krishna, you will come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You will be Chaitanya, so as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, you will be inside Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I as Radharani, I will be that body of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ante Krishna, Bahir Gora. Gora for Gaurangi, Shri Radharani. So when Radha and Krishna from Goloka, when they come together, when Bhakta and Bhagavan, when they have Milan, then that becomes the transcendental form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Jai 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 Gaur, Jai Jai. Haribol.
And that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, God himself, he has brought Harinam Sankirtan. Let us all chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is called as Maha Mantra. What is the meaning of mantra? Mantra can be parted into two parts, Man and Tra. Man, we can already tell in Hindi. Man means the mind. And Tra in Sanskrit means Trayate. So that frequency, that syllable, that chant which can free our heart, which can give freedom from all miseries, from all negative energies, that is called mantra. And there are many scientific explanations as to why Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the best. I've actually been reading, it was last year, an Oxford study came out saying that it was one of our Hindu young generation. He transcribed the frequency of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And the frequency comes out as such that when it hits our ears and when it goes into our nervous system, into our brain, then it gives a cooling, a soothing effect to our body. This Mahamantra is such, I'm guaranteed this is from my own experience. Ever since I've bowed down and taken shelter of my lotus feet of my Gurudev, ever since they've given me this Mahamantra, it is truly life-changing. So please, it is my kind request that every day, please make some time to chant this Mahamantra. Now let me explain to you why Mahamantra completely changes our body. And let's look at this from a very new, very completely new and fresh perspective. Scriptures describes that our body is made of 5 elements. What are these 5 elements? Anybody? I've said it at the beginning. Bhagavan. So Bhumi, meaning earth. Second one, fire, meaning Agni. Water, Jal, Akash, or the sky. And Vayu, meaning the wind. I know there's a young boy called Akash as well, so it's quite sweet, reminds me of him. So there are 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And scriptures describes that our whole body is made with these 5 elements. So now, yes, the scriptures said so, let so be it. Oftentimes, whatever the scriptures say, we blindly listen to it. But let's give the spiritual aspect. What do people mean by when we say we are made of bhumi? Because this is skin, right? We're made of bones, we're made of flesh. It's not mati, it's not earth. But this is just a metaphor of saying our skin, our haddi, our bones, our spine, this vertebrae system which keeps us intact, that is the earth element of our body. Now, water. Water is an easy one. Well, most of our body is made of water. 70% of it is made of water. We need water to sustain ourselves. Without water, we cannot live. So that's point number 2. We are made of water. Third one, a very easy one. Wind. Can we live without breathing? No. So we need the air to live as well. So that's what they mean by we are made of the wind. Now, fourth one is a bit difficult, but I think we can get it. Fire. Could we all have a guess as to how our body can be made of fire? Anybody? Yeah? Emotions. Exactly. Emotions like anger. That is one example of fire. But physically speaking, our whole digestive system, our stomach, that's the fire which churns our food and digests our food. That's one example. Another example of fire is our body heat. Sharirer taap. Without this bodily heat, we won't be able to live. We'll be cold and dead. So that's the fire element of our body. And fifth is the most difficult. Akash. Now when we think of sky, we think the space. Shunya, nothing, it's empty. This shunya is our thoughts, our mind, our thinking process. We cannot see this mind, we cannot see our thoughts, but this thought exists, which we call as the Akash element. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describes that when we chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then these frequencies will hit each of the elements, each of the chakras within our body, which manages these 5 elements. And as we chant, we will get Ashta Sattvic Vikar. We will be much more free. We will be much more empowered. And trust me, there are many sadhus, many sannyasis who have these siddhis. Like they can tell what's going on in your mind. They can increase their size and decrease their size like Hanuman. This is the power of chanting Harinam Kirtan. There's a very beautiful example. My Guruji, Sri Bhakti Sundar Sannyasi Maharaj, his Guru I'm talking about. One devotee came up to him and they were doing Kirtan. There was a whole congregation of devotees, they were doing Kirtan. And as they were doing this Kirtan, this one devotee, they were thinking of impure things. They were not impure, but they were thinking of, instead of focusing on Kirtan, they were thinking that what's going on back home, what's made for lunch at home. They were thinking all these things. They weren't focused on Kirtan. And the Guruji, he immediately opened his eyes and he stared at that devotee. He didn't even know what that devotee was saying. That devotee was not speaking anything, but he could immediately, that mind-to-mind connection the Guruji could tell. And this is because he has been chanting Harinam, the Mahamantra, all day long. There's another powerful impact of Mahamantra. any ghosts, any vashikaran, any type of black magic anybody tries to do upon you, this Mahamantra will surely free you. We all know of ISKCON. ISKCON, yes, we've been to their temple. So around in 1980s, there's this one Mataji, and we're talking in Russia where people would hate the chanting of holy name. They would be a completely, irreligious, and there would be a country where religion could not be tolerated. That was Russia. So in Russia, there was a devotee, there was a Mataji by the name as Purnamasi Mataji. And she was chanting the name, she was going on the streets and doing Harinam Sankirtan all on the roads of Russia. And the police, they did not like this at all. So they arrested that Mataji. And they said, "Oh lady, from now on we won't let you chant any more of this name of God, this Harinam which you chant. We won't let you do this anymore." Well, Mataji, she couldn't do much. She was in jail. She was kept in prison. And whilst being in prison, that Mataji, she constantly chanted the name of Hare Krishna. She constantly chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And not only that, in fact, all the prisoners which were with her as well, all the other fellow prisoners, she preached about the holy name to all of them as well. And she made them also devotees. She made them chant about the Harinam Mahanam Sankirtan. And when the policemen, when the jailers, when they saw this, they could not tolerate this at all. So what they did was they got a witch. And we're speaking 1980s, back in those times, there were witches which had lots of different powers, lots of, black magic they could do. So they got this witch and they tried doing all this black magic on Purnamasi Devi. They got out all the different cards and all the different mantras they were chanting. They were completely trying to make Purnamasi Mataji go mad. Just a kind request, if you could please stop talking at the back kindly, because this is Kirtan. If you could please focus at the back. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So, that Mataji, she started experiencing all different sort of black spirits, ghosts, everything was coming around her. And she chanted, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Immediately, at that point, the deity of Jagannath stood in front of her as she chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Jagannath came and he took a stick and he pointed at that witch. He said, "Oh witch, get away from here. If I ever see you near my devotee, I will destroy you." Now, Purnamasi Devi seeing Jagannath helping her, taking away, moving and dispelling that witch away, she was in tears. And she closed her eyes, giving pranam to Jagannath. And as she opened her eyes, Jagannath went away. And all the prisoners went away and she was released from the jail. So she was telling this story that if you have Dhrida Vishwas, if you have pure faith on Harinam Sankirtan, then not even the dangerous of dangerous ghosts can even affect you as well. And so talking about the different elements of our body, Harinam fixes us both spiritually and both physically as well. And just to end it off, how many types of species are there in this world? Scripture says there are 8,400,000 species. The scriptures say that out of these 8,400,000 times, 3 million times we become aquatics. We become species which live in water, like fish and sharks. But Bhagavatam describes, "Ohe shuno kolir jeev, ami 3 লক্ষ বার আমি সমুদ্রের কূলে জন্ম নিলাম, আর আমি চিংড়ি মাছ, বল মাছ, ইলিশ মাছ হয়ে জন্ম নিলাম। কিন্তু যখন আমি একবার শঙ্খ হয়ে জন্ম নেব, তখন আমি এই জলসায়ী জীব থেকে উদ্ধার হয়ে যাব। When we become Shankha, then out of these 3 million species, we will get freed. And যখন এই শঙ্খর জলে নিয়ে আমি আমার প্রভু ভগবানের স্নান করিব, তখন আমি এই শঙ্খ জীবের, এই জলের জীবের থেকে আমি উদ্ধার পেয়ে যাব। So after 3 million lifetimes of aquatics, for 1.1 million times, we become plants and trees. ওহে কত জন্মবার আমি কতবার আমি লতা গাছপালা লই আমি জন্ম নিলাম। কিন্তু যখন আমি তুলসী হয়ে জন্ম নেব, আর যখন আমি গোবিন্দের চরণে শরণ লব, তখন আমি এই বৃক্ষজনি থেকে উদ্ধার হইব। So when I become Tulsi leaf, then at that time I'll be free from all the plants and all the trees. After that comes, we become many millions of times, we become flies and insects. আমি কতবার কীট পতঙ্গ হয়ে আমি জন্ম নিলাম। কিন্তু যখন আমি একটি ভ্রমর হব, তখন আমি মধু, এই মধু বানিয়ে যখন আমি গোবিন্দের চরণে সেটা দিয়ে সেবা করব, তখন আমি কীট পতঙ্গ জন্ম থেকে মুক্তি পাব। So when I become a bumblebee, and when I make honey, and using this honey when I serve the Lord Shri Krishna, then I will be free from that species of insects and flies. After that comes proper animals, mammals. আমি যখন পশুকুলে জন্ম নেব, ওহে মাধব, যখন আমি একটা গাবি হব, আর আমার গাভীর দুধ দিয়ে যখন আমি প্রভুর স্নান করিব, তখন আমি পশু জন্ম থেকে মুক্তি পাব। And after all these millions of years, all of us have had this opportunity to take the birth of human, Manusya Janma, 400,000 lives of human life. This may be our last lifetime of being a human. যখন আমি মনুষ্য জন্ম পাব, আরেকবার আমি হরি, আমি হরি, তখন আমি মনুষ্য জন্ম থেকে মুক্তি পাব। What have we done being humans? We have used this human life just for our sense gratification. Have we ever spent at least 1 hour a day trying to sincerely serve the Lord using this Manusya, using this human life? It's described, Manusya janma paya Radha Krishna na bujiya, ami janiya shuniya bishkhaino. We have been simply drinking poison by not focusing on Radha Krishna and listening to the instructions of Mahaprabhu. Therefore he says, ekbar badan bhore hari bolo, badan bhore hari bolo. গগন ভরি একবার হরি হরি বলো মানব নিতাই গৌর হরি হরি বল বলি প্রেমানন্দে হরি বলো অহে জয় দাও শ্রী রাধা গোবিন্দে ওহে বদন ভরে হরি বলো ওহে বদন ভরে হরি বলো হে প্রেমানন্দে হরি বলো ওহে প্রেমানন্দে হরি 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 শুনো শুনো কলির জীব প্রেমানন্দে হরি বলো বলি শুনো বলি প্রেমানন্দে হরি বলো প্রেমানন্দে হরি বলো হরি হরি বল বলি গগন ভরি বাহু তুলে হরি 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 বলো নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল So here ends the glorification of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now comes the most amazing pastime of Noka Bilash, where Radha and Krishna will be doing their boat festival and their leela of doing bihar on the boat. So I'd like to ask my Guruji, my Dadu, to come and take over and do the Noka Bilash Kirtan. Hare Krishna. Nitai.